Hi mates, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Praxidis Lydia. Kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Today I'm gonna talk about my cabin crew interview experience at Qatar Airways. I remember I applied for the cabin crew job sometimes last year, and roughly after 2 months, I guess, after 2 months, they sent me an invitation for the open day. During the open day, I went for my interview. When I reached there, my interview was scheduled at 10 a.m. When I reached there were like 1,000 people. Oh my God. We were so many. We were like 1,000 people, all dressed like cabin crews, dressed in black and white, others gray, though others were overdoing things. Others were dressed in shouting colors and shouting hairstyles like they never gave a shit. Anyways, we were so many. We were standing on the queue under the devastating sun. It was so hot. So we stood there, and when it reached 1 p.m., they called us in a hall for a briefing. We went in, and unfortunately, they told us that the time was up and we should drop our CV. They say that our CVs were to be taken to Doha, and during the next interview, they're gonna give us priority. What could we do? It was so sad standing under the scorching sun with those high heels, only to be told to drop your CV. Huh. Anyways, there was nothing that we could do. We dropped our CV and went home. After 2 days, they sent us another invitation for the interview. So we went there for the for the open day, and for sure they gave us the priority. Like, my interview was scheduled at 8 a.m. So I went in for the CV drop. I went for my interview. The recruiter checked my CV, and I think she already knew my name, so she never asked me to introduce myself because she saw everything on the CV. So she just told me, like, she asked me, like, where do you want to transition from being a clinical nutritionist to be a cabin crew? I told her my answer. Then she asked me, like, how can you handle a difficult passenger? I told her my answer. And luckily, she gave me a number. When you're given a number, it means that you'll be invited for the next day, for the interview the next day, the assessment day. So I went home later, then came back during the next day for the assessment. So they took us in a room. I don't know how many we were. It was not really counting. So they took us in a room, in a hall, whereby there were screens on the wall. The screens, it was just a brief introduction about Qatar Airways. And after that, they took us in a room whereby we were going to do our English test. Yes, they gave us the pen, but at least just carry your own pen just in case. So they gave us the English test. The English test is divided into 3 groups. The 3 parts: reading comprehension, whereby you fill in the blanks; a dialogue between a passenger and a customer, whereby you also fill in the blanks. They can give you the multiple choices and they might not. And the third part is grammar, that usually have multiple choices. It was a 30 minutes English test and it was 30 questions, whereby you just shared the correct answer. After the English test, the recruiter came back with the numbers. Like, when they call your number, you go home. If your number is not called, it means that you progress to the next step. So the recruiter came, she called the numbers, And luckily, my number was not called, so I remained seated. Then after that, they called us in another room, like 4 people. You go in a room whereby you're going for your scars and tattoo check. So I entered this room. This recruiter had these weird bright lights. These lights, they help the recruiter like scan even the scars that you yourself don't even know you have them. So I was seated there. The recruiter was like, "Tell me about your favorite book." So I was busy talking about my favorite book, doing the gestures, and she was like, "Yeah, thank you, thank you." Then she told me to stand up and remove my blazer. I stood up, I removed my blazer. And before that, she told me to declare any of my scars. I paused for 2 minutes and I decided to declare the scars under my knees because they're like scars. Niliumizwa na mabati like when I was a child. So I declared the one on my leg. And then she told me to remove my blazer. I removed my blazer. And she also told me to remove my stocking. So when I was removing my stocking, hell broke loose. She saw my tattoo, this one. And under Qatar Airways, there might be some little exception about the scars, but when it comes to tattoo, oh my God, no compromise. No compromise, like tattoos that are big no under the Qatar Airways. So, after seeing the tattoos, my interview could not progress any further. She was like, "Thank you for coming. We'll send you an email." And that was the end of my interview. So I went home. Anyways, such is life. Life happens. Okay, so let me give you just some brief tips about the Qatar Airways cabin crew. When you go there during the interview, all that you need with you is confidence. Be confident, but don't be overconfident. You need to smile like all the time. You need to smile because, lady, gentleman, you cannot be serious under your customers. You're gonna scare them, huh? You just need to smile like all the time during the interview. Just smile. And if you have braces, you have to remove them. They don't allow braces. So you just remove your braces. And when you go there, dress in a business attire. It should be black or gray. Don't wear shouting colors like red or yellow. No. And just do simple makeup. Just do simple makeup. Don't put those long eyelashes. Don't. They gonna make you look like a clown. And don't do the claws. Just do the normal gel with your normal nails. Yeah. Don't overdo things. Just be simple, well groomed, dressed in a business attire. Your hair should be naturally pressed backwards. It should be blow dried, then you press it backward. Yeah, and wear heels, not very long stilettos, just the normal inch heels that you'll be comfortable walking in. Yeah, you will be comfortable walking in. So when it also comes to the English test, don't be overconfident. And the rules are like you're supposed to shed the right answer. So don't spend so much time shading because each question is 1 minute. You might waste your time shading the box and the time will be yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I've forgotten, but just in case I've forgotten anything, you just do your research. And also, if you're going for the cabin crew interview, and also if cabin crew interview with Qatar Airways is your dream job and you have a tattoo, please just go for a laser tattoo removal and go for your dream job at Qatar Airways cabin crew. Yeah. Anyways, you guys can also try the Emirates. Emirates, there is an exemption for the tattoos and scars as long as they cannot be seen under the Emirates uniform. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try there. Huh? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching and see you in my next video. Adios.